Okay, now we're going to start shaping the back of the neck. As you can see, we've taken a mark for the 12th fret and brought it around the back, and the bottom of the nut, we've marked that and put our center line down the back. I've also made a mark where the body meets the neck. Okay, make sure you've got those marks on the sides as well. And I'm just going to reinforce a couple of these lines here. And you want to start with your profiles. In the plans, you'll see there's a couple of different options there that you have. The one I'm actually using is an asymmetrical V shape to the back of my neck. So it's just one I personally prefer. In this, the actual center line is a little offset from the center line of the neck. So I'm going to draw in my first center line. If you're using a standard C shape, that center line of your neck is the center line you'll use with your profile. And then you're going to go to where it says your first cut, and you're going to make a mark on the sides at the 12th fret and at the nut, wherever that measurement falls for your particular profile. And we're just going to connect the dots there. And then you can see how you've got a little corner of the neck here that you've sort of delineated that is actually going to get cut off. We're going to do the same thing on the, I guess that'd be the treble side of the neck. We're going to draw that line in. You can see how we've got our little squares put in place. And what this will serve as a guide. So we're going to take a rasp and basically cut that corner off so that we have a smooth plane, a flat surface that goes from the center line that we just drew in and connects to the line that we drew on the side. We're just creating a sort of a beveled edge there. So you can see here what I mean when it's done. There's our original line and our center line that we drew, and now we've got two beveled edges that connect those two lines and start to give our neck some shape. And also be mindful there where it meets the pocket on the body, how you're going to transition into that. Now moving to my second cuts, and it's just like before. We're going to draw another line for the next measurement on each side, again at the nut and at the 12th fret. Kind of connect those dots. And then there'll be a line on the top as well that you'll draw on that plane that you just carved out. Again, just follow the directions on your profile page. Now you can see we've done it again where we're going to take off that corner and connect those two lines just like we did before. And you should start to get an idea of how you're starting to round off that neck. So now you've got like 4 beveled edges there. that give that neck a radius, or I should say a contour. And you can see where I've stopped at the neck pocket. And at this point I'm going to start with some 60 grit paper and just start smoothing everything out and sort of rounding over your edges there as well. Just kind of smoothing all that out. You can see here where it really starts to get nice and rounded off. And at this point you're really going to start sanding more by feel than anything else. And you can make that curve as shallow or as sharp as you want it to be. And you can see here a little bit of the finished kind I have. You can definitely see the V in my V back. And just make sure it feels comfortable for you. And just keep sanding and working it till you've got what you want. And once you've kind of roughed in your shape, I'll go through a stage of 80 grit sanding and 100, and then finally up to 180 grit, and get this very smooth.